Everyone, so I'm here to share some additional tips for nutrition for summer season. The first tip is around fruits, vegetables and dals, what you can eat, what is great to eat in this season. So as always, what's helpful is knowing that the foods that are in season and that are growing locally, we can rarely go wrong in them. So what are you seeing around you in the markets? You're seeing mangoes, you're seeing papaya, tarboos, kharbuja, right? So all of these, and of course bananas are available all throughout. But these are the fruits that you're seeing all around you. So you can't go wrong with them. And go ahead and enjoy them. The sugar in the fruit comes loaded with a lot of water and with a lot of fiber, so you don't have to worry about getting a sugar high. Include fruits. Yes, from a management of weight perspective, we generally say that have more vegetables than fruits. So if you're having 2 fruits in a day, make sure you're having 3 vegetables also, right? So what are the vegetables in season right now? Ghia, tori, right? All of the summer vegetables, they are again cooling, so include them. As much as you can, include lots of salads and lots of like cold vegetables, cucumber, kheera, tomato, tar, kakdi, right? All of that, include it and cut it up. Make sure that it's ready for you at every meal, because you want to eat more, consume more like water-rich vegetables, and when we cook, it dries up some of the water. So make sure you're having enough of the raw vegetables in this season, right? Another thing you need to definitely be adding is lots of dahi, right? So at least dahi is one thing that you can generally include like throughout the year. In some cultures, we don't consume it in monsoon, but see if it works for you. But really make sure at least 1 bowl of dahi you're having, if not 2, during the day. And when it comes to dals, again, all dals you can have them throughout the year, right? One thing you can change is that when the dals can seem to get a little bit boring and seem a little bit too hot for this weather, then one of the ways you can cook it differently is that you can boil the dal, and you can kind of prepare the boiled dal over the weekend, and then during the weekday, perhaps also to save time, you can just take out some of the boiled dal, add some kheera, tomato, mint chutney and all of that to it, and make it into like a some kind of like a dal and vegetable salad, and eat it cold, and you're getting the benefits of dal and you're also getting additional vegetables inside it, right? So we don't have to call it any fancy names, but really just changing the way we cook and eating, making sure to consume enough dal, and not avoiding it because it's too hot. The other thing is that when you're boiling it and keeping it and you're eating it cold, is that you don't add a lot of ginger to it, which are again heating spices, so you can go easy on the spices that increase heat. So if you want, you can include a little tadka, but otherwise consume dal any way you like it. Having it cold is one more idea, right? Another thing that you can try is that when you have rice, and instead of having like dal rice, you can include more of curd rice, right? It's very popular cooling food in South India, and it's really tasty. You can have it with a side of diced carrots or diced tomatoes. It's really, really tasty. So have curd rice, and it's very, very cooling. When it comes to grains, you can include all grains like rice and wheat. Yes, but also include millets. And some people have this misconception that millets aren't really good for us in summers. But guess what? A lot of millets can be really cooling in nature. So ragi, jawar, jaw, you can continue to include them. You can include their flour when you make roti, or you can have them as a porridge, or you can have them as an upma with some added vegetables. The whole grain, the whole kernel of jaw, jawar, it's full of fiber. It's loaded with fiber, and it's loaded with lots of phytochemicals and phytonutrients that are not present in rice and wheat. So make sure you continue to have a diverse variety of grains and millets throughout this summer season as well. Okay, when it comes to drinks, again, like I said, hydration is most important. What you have to remember is that your quality of health is highly dependent on how hydrated you keep yourself. So make sure that you're drinking enough water. You carry a water bottle wherever you go. Carry your own personal water bottle. Keeps you on track with your water intake. So whether you're even going for a 5-minute errand, make sure you're carrying it. When it comes to drinks, you can include sattu drink, which is again something which is eaten in consumed a lot in Bihar and northeastern India. But it's basically dried chana, bhuna hua, and you grind it, and then you add a little 1 spoon or 2 spoons to water, and you add some like jeera, masala and all, and you have it. It's very nutritious, it's high protein, and it's cooling as well. So have sattu drink, have fresh coconut water, again full of like all the amazing vitamins and minerals that are really good for us. So fresh coconut water is a really must have. I generally recommend have one fresh coconut water every day, especially in the season. Consume lots of chaach, nibu pani, jaljeera, or sharbats which come from fruits that are in season, like bhel sharbat and all, which are totally seasonal in nature, right? Try and avoid foods of drinks on squashes that come pre-made with lots of added sugar, so because they simply give you a calorie high. If you want, you can include a little bit, but generally try and stay clear of them. Okay, so these are my top recommendations for fruits, vegetables, dals and grains. Now when it comes to how to include these, make sure that you prepare more, like you go shopping on the weekend. Similarly, make sure you're doing enough grocery shopping and you have enough salads, vegetables for salads, and on the weekend, and fill your fridge up with lots of vegetables which you can cut and eat when you need to, or you want a quick snack. So your fridge should be full of cucumber, tomato, kakadi, right, and of course lots of fruits. Also, if you feel that you are a person with not very good self-control, then try and keep the foods in your house that you actually have good self-control over. And if, for example, you're a person who doesn't have very good self-control over ice cream, then keep it outside the house. Don't keep it inside your fridge, because whatever is around you, you will eat it. Either you will eat it, or a family member is going to eat it. So if you think you don't have really good self-control around that food, or you feel like a loss of control, don't keep it in your house, okay? And keep that as something that you eat only outside the house, okay? So keep these like gentle rules so that your environment is also working for you and not against you. Finally, make sure to remember that hunger is your biggest friend. So make sure to consume food when you're actually hungry, not just because it's time to eat, because our hunger changes from season to season. Summer season, you'll notice different appetite, different hunger levels, different satiety levels. So make sure you follow them. Don't simply keep putting food in your mouth because it's around you. Ask yourself, why am I eating this food? Am I hungry? If you're hungry, give yourself permission to eat. If you're not hungry, ask yourself, why are you wanting to eat the food? And then how will food solve the problem that you're trying to solve, which is not food related? So try and listen to your natural hunger signals. Those are your biggest best friend, to make sure that you don't overeat. And just know that hunger comes in waves, it comes and goes, and many times thirst can look like hunger. So don't make the mistake of eating food when you're actually thirsty. So first confirm with some water, give it a few minutes. If the hunger returns, then you know that it's perhaps hunger and it's not thirst. But otherwise, don't keep simply eating or snacking, because many times you may simply be thirsty. So make sure to drink lots of water. That's going to reduce the incidence of eating without hunger. So those are my tips for nutrition, managing your nutrition during summer. If you have more questions, please send them across, and we'd love to answer them. I hope you find these useful. That's Jasneet Kaur from habitsoverddiets.com signing off, and I'll see you. Bye.